for its crewed flight test. So let's check in again with the destination, the International Space Station. Rob Navius is with the Space Station Flight Control Team, standing by to give us an update.
Thanks, Brandy. With the white flight control room down the hall, poised to take over Starliner mission operations at liftoff of the Atlas V rocket, the flight controllers in this room, the International Space Station Flight Control Room, are ready to collaborate with their colleagues once Starliner moves into integrated operations just after 9 a.m. Eastern Time tomorrow. That'll be about 3 hours prior to Starliner's scheduled docking. Now, once the new spacecraft is docked to the station's Harmony module, there'll be a period of about 2 hours to conduct leak checks on both sides of the Starliner Harmony docking interface before the hatches will swing open, allowing Butch Wilmore and Sonny Williams to enter the station, the place they have both called home on previous missions. Wilmore and Williams will configure Starliner systems for docked operations, then will join the 7 Expedition's 71 crew members for a typical safety briefing. That will be conducted by Station Commander Oleg Kononenko of Roscosmos, who yesterday marked 1,000 days in space on this, his 5th mission. The Starliner crew will then begin to transfer equipment to the station from their spacecraft and settle in for their visit. Countdown clocks are ticking backward as we close in on the launch of this test flight, and we are ready here in Houston. So let's turn it back to you guys at the Cape and our continuing coverage.
Thank you, Rob. We are now 3 hours, 13 minutes and counting away from only the 6th time NASA astronauts will launch on a new spacecraft designed for crew. And if you're wondering about the first 5 crewed test flights, here they are. Mercury Redstone 3, Alan Shepard, May 5th, 1961.
Gemini 3 with Gus Grissom and John Young, launched March 23rd, 1965.
And then Apollo 7, Wally Schirra, Don Isley, Walt Cunningham, and that was October 11th, 1968.
We have STS-1 with astronauts John Young and Robert Crippen, which launched April 12th, 1981.
And NASA SpaceX Demo 2, Doug Hurley, Bob Behnken, May 30th, 2020.
And then, of course, today's NASA's Boeing Crew flight test with Butch Wilmore and Sonny Williams. And if you can see there, you can see the C-3PF where Starliner is built and refurbished after every flight.
And as Butch and Sonny's convoy passes the historic vehicle assembly building there at Kennedy Space Center, we should mention what will be the 7th time NASA will fly crew on a new spacecraft off our planet. And that will be the Artemis 2 mission next year. NASA astronauts Reed Weissman, Victor Glover, Christina Cook, and Canadian